I'm going to teach you how to make a really healthy recipes. Those of you who are looking for something delicious, clean, and healthy, this is the recipe for you. So it's going to be spiraled zucchini with chicken, and I'm gonna cook that on one side of the baby cook duo, and on the other side we're gonna do a puttanesca sauce. Okay, so to start, I have a piece of chicken breast here, and I'm just gonna season it with some salt and pepper. Get around. Also salt and pepper on the other side. Okay. Now we're gonna open one side of this, and we're gonna fill it to level 3. Okay. Now, in the basket, I'm gonna put some zucchini, which I pre-spiraled. So it looks like a lot, but this shrinks down a lot when it's cooked. Ooh. So this will be your pasta. Put the chicken breast just on top like that. So just put it in here, make sure it's locked in place, close, and steam. So one side is done. We're gonna let that cook. It's gonna take a couple minutes, and I can start prepping the puttanesca sauce. So that's the great thing about the duo. It makes things a lot quicker, because if you have the baby cook solo, then you have to do the chicken first and then the puttanesca sauce, which will double the time. In this case, I can get everything done in about 20 minutes. Okay, since I'm using canned stewed tomatoes, you can use fresh, but there's something about using canned stewed tomatoes where the flavors are richer, they're more condensed already, plus they're pre-peeled. So, like I said, this is something for you moms out there who want something quick, healthy, and easy. So just go for the canned ones. So since it's already pre-cooked, all I need is level 1 of water. Lock it in place, and I'm already going to put the steaming basket in because this is it has a little bit of juice in it, so it's going to drip a little bit to the bottom, which is fine because I'll be using that anyway. So 1 cup of chunky stewed tomatoes, green olives, black olives, capers. I'm gonna do about a tablespoon of onions. The onions are optional. I like it though because, of course, I want this sauce to be really full of flavor and lots of chunks in it. What am I looking for? My garlic. There it is. Just thinly slice it. And since the cook time for this puttanesca sauce is shorter, just make it really thin slivers. Throw that in. Now 1 bay leaf, about a tablespoon of basil. You don't have to chop this. And a tablespoon of oregano. I like a ton of oregano. It makes it really nice and fragrant. Just remove the stems. We're gonna throw in a teaspoon of anchovies. So this is like your salt, and it adds, I don't know, a different type of flavor that salt does. It's a little bit fishy, but in a good way. And a tablespoon of tomato paste. Set this aside. I'm going to close it. And I'm going to turn it on. That's it. Now I wait. If you have the baby cook duo, it makes it really convenient to cook 2 meals at the same time, or a meal that would normally take longer, you can do it quicker in using the baby cook duo. Like for example, I made the chicken and zucchini on one side and the puttanesca on one side, or the pasta on one side and the puttanesca sauce on the other side. Or you could do a savory dish in one and a dessert in the other. So it cuts everything in half, basically. tip, make sure to always save the broth from when you cook because you can use it in other recipes. For example, this chicken broth, I'm going to use it in a future recipe, which is for the pea and zucchini soup. Okay, so the puttanesca sauce is done. I'm going to pull this out for a split second. Set this down here for a moment. And I'm gonna save these juices. Just gonna fish out the bay leaf. Set it aside. Put all the contents in the blending jar. Okay. I'm gonna pour about a half cup of this back in here. So I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of olive oil. Okay. And this is when I add my salt and pepper. Just a pinch. I don't want this one blended too much. I still want the sauce chunky. Okay, that's perfect. All right, this is looking good. Set this aside. All right, so let's take out the chicken. The great thing about steaming the chicken in the machine is it comes out so tender and juicy. Take the zucchini from here, put it there. All right. We're gonna slice the chicken breast. So as you can see, it's well cooked. And it's incredibly juicy, which is not always the case for chicken breast. But when it's cooked in the biaba, it comes out perfect. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna put some of this sauce here. And put some pieces of the chicken. That's it. Sprinkle it with some Parmesan cheese. And that's it. A perfectly healthy, delicious meal. To make pasta, you fill it up to level 3, pour it into the machine. Okay. Lock the blending jar in place. Take some pasta, break it in half, and add about a half cup of water plus 2 tablespoons in here. Lock it in place. Okay, let's just make sure this doesn't get in the way. The best part about, well, there are many best parts about this machine, but what I love is the cleanup. It's so easy. Imagine you make all these dishes and this is the only thing you really have to clean. It's wonderful. Saves a lot of time